most underrated artists. I'm talking about criminally underrated. For me, after seeing this most recent project come out, I think it's '𝗏𝗲. I don't think he's getting the peas.
You think he's underrated right now?
I do. I don't think he's getting the peas.
I think he's too new to be underrated.
Yeah.
I'm talking about as it relates to just right now.
And this is his first album going by 𝗏𝗏.
I don't think he
released the YBN moniker.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I feel like that kid ain't getting the peas that he should get. Now maybe I'm fanning out because I like him.
He just did a tiny
97. Desk. You're getting what you're supposed to get.
But we talked about in our spat online when we was beefing.
Drum smacking, baby.
We talked about
red dot on the computer.
Stop, man.
Sorry.
We talked about in our spat. Numbers came up. I mean, a guy like 𝗏𝗏, don't y'all think he would move more than 20K?
I mean, this is the age that we're in right now.
This is the age where the thing is,
Young Boy moving more than 20K.
Yeah, but
I mean, Young Boy is like the most popular
puts
artist
out 2 or 3 albums a year
on YouTube right now too.
He's like I said, and plus 𝗏𝗏 is basically introducing himself,
reintroducing himself.
I would say, and not reintroducing himself. He's introducing himself.
Okay, maybe I'm early. Okay.
Right now, there are people who's like, oh yeah, that's Naomi Osaka's boyfriend. They don't know him as the artist.
I mean,
his last album was cold.
I think we're just a little too hip hop. Like we've known about him.
Maybe that's what it is.
Okay,
maybe that's what it is. Okay, well,
you got to realize too. Like
I didn't think about it like that. I didn't think about it like that.
Kind of knowing where to find music and being hip to it a lot sooner than everybody else.
Yeah.
You got to factor that into it.
Is that the gift and the curse kind of?
Definitely is the gift and the curse.
Okay. That's what I fell for then, because I've been following him for a while, and I'm like, man, they should give my boy more peas.
I think 𝗏𝗏 is doing what he's supposed to be doing.
Okay.
Like I said,
y'all got me on this one.
Because there are so many people that really show him love on large platforms.
Okay.
He's going to be just fine. And like I said, in this day and age, what your first week does is not like it was during the SoundScan era.
No, I don't expect him to do 750,000.
Yeah, but once again, like, once people are like, oh, who's this guy that the Breakfast Club keeps talking about? Who's this guy that, they keep talking about here? Like, we're going to get, like,
this is a great conversation for exposing 𝗏𝗏.
Yeah, exactly.
Even on his album, he said, I'm gonna be doing this for at least 20 years or more.
You know what?
Or until I feel like I'm not.
He's
I'm
not
done
making
rapping.
what you would consider to be moment music.
Y'all have swayed my thought on this. I stand corrected.
But I agree with your initial sentiment.
You see where I was coming from.
I feel like more people need to know of him, and I think they will.
It's the gift of the curse, like Terry said. Y'all swayed me on that one. I'll eat that one.
And he's not a radio artist yet.
Yeah,
right.
All right, so y'all give me one then. Lone, you got one anybody got one off top?
Yeah, I quickly is Odyssey. I think and the thing is, I don't think that he'll necessarily ever propel to that mainstream whatever.
I don't think he wants it.
I don't think he cares.
Yeah, I don't think he cares.
But he's an artist that if somebody would be like, who's super talented, super dope, he's a dope producer, dope writer, dope MC, dope songwriter,
dope
performer, all these things.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, like he doesn't put out anything that I don't like. So if you like hip hop music, him.
Okay.
Extremely underrated.
Yeah, give me somebody.
I'm gonna go with who's on his shirt. 𝗏𝗏.
Wow.
Out of all three of them, 𝗏𝗏 is the most underrated rapper that I know.
Absolutely.
You know what?
Because everybody gives 𝗏𝗏 peas, but nobody puts 𝗏𝗏 on.
Yep.
Even though 𝗏𝗏's already on, but you know what I'm saying.
I know exactly what you're saying.
𝗏𝗏 is
Drake
is way.
No, it goes beyond Drake.
The Drake one was bad though, man.
A lot of your favorite rappers love 𝗏𝗏, but won't put him on. Not put on as far as like, oh, I got to put him on, but like as far as have feature rather.
Drake was gushing though, man. Oh, I grew up on these guys, man. I love 𝗏𝗏 and Little Brother.
Is that your Drake impression?
Oh my god, man!
That's
not
𝗏𝗏's so cool.
I'm talking about when I saw the interview. This is my Drake.
Drake sounds like that.
Younger Drake.
Oh my god.
Ninth, man. Oh my god, man. Those beats. Oh my god. And I'm like,
I think Ninth gets his peas though.
I ain't saying he don't. I'm talking about
Ninth, absolutely.
Ninth get his.
When we talk about rapping,
𝗏𝗏 don't get his.
by a mile.
And I could have said 𝗏𝗏. I could have said 𝗏𝗏, but I feel like Odyssey's up there too.
I'm not mad at either one of those. I'm not mad at. I'm just,
I got
I'm still
one more,
upset
but
about
I'll let
that.
Jay talk.
I got one too. Go ahead, Jay Moore. Give me one real quick, and then we can get back around alone.
Joel Ortiz.
I can dig that.
As far as like putting rec quality, because like even on the people who are like, when they want to call people backpackers and this, that, and the third. I don't even think they're paying the amount of attention to Joel Ortiz that they should be. He was one of my top projects from 2021.
Yeah, he did. Have a good project.
He had a really good project. I mean, like every time he puts something out, it always makes it into my year-end list. So I just think he's making, hip hop. Of course, like I'm 44, old. Yeah, I'm old, y'all. And we'll get to that later. But
yeah,
he greases up his Timbs.
Yeah, exactly. But it's just
Tim shake.
But
don't
like
get red August started.
But
man.
like when I listen, he's talking, like I remember he had a song called Screens, talking about how these kids are so addicted to their screens now, and then he had a song about anxiety, about the things that like
about that.
we really don't talk about, like as men, kind of like the things that when was the Good Jeans track that Fonte did
Expensive
Jeans, rather.
Yeah.
My bad.
Yep.
Things that we should be talking about more than we should be talking about Balenciagas and Range Rovers,
being fiscally responsible.
I mean, and of course the things that some people consider to be corny, but like if you're of a rapper of a certain age, these are the things you should, like if you're still talking about gangbanging at 44, 45, like really, what are you doing? Like,
don't be walking around.
You gotta holler at Smokey about it.
Don't be walking around with scorpion contacts on.
So I mean, and I expect certain things I expect from my young boys, but I want them to eventually live long enough to grow out of that. So I'm glad that's happened for certain rappers to where like they're like, look, instead of encouraging young people to go down the wrong path, be like, look, hey, I can only give you the advice that I'm living.
The chat is on my head about
man, look,
Corday. Y'all were right. All of y'all are
there's
right.
nothing corny about being responsible.
No,
and
and if you're around people that make you feel weird for being responsible, they're probably the corny ones.
And there's nothing corny about making it to 44
at all.
Facts.
Long, you said you have one more. I know.
I mean, the obvious one is Knots as a producer.
Man.
Like Knots is the most slept on producer. He's one of my favorites. He's so good, man.
I don't know if
nobody ever talks about him when it comes to like favorite producers either, or best producers.
Or Mr. Porter.
Mr. Denon Porter, definitely, of course. Yeah.
I like Knots. I like Mr. Porter too.
Denon is hilarious too. By the way,
well, I hate black women, but I still like Rhapsody.
You do, yeah. We confirmed that on Twitter.
I love black women, and I don't really like her that
much.
Yes,
we've had those discussions.
We have. This
still super talented though.
Does Crit count?
No.
See, the thing with Crit,
I like that new single. It's jamming, by the way. That new single, I like it.
The thing with Crit, and I'm a Crit fan.
Me too. That's why I'm asking.
Crit is kind of holding himself back from taking that next leap, and the reason why I say that is because when 𝗏𝗏𝗃𝗃 came out, that push for that album, man, you would have thought that 𝗏𝗏𝗃𝗃 was about to be the one that sent him to the moon, because I mean,
it was dope.
They pushed. It was dope.
Was that the one that had the feature with Ludacris?
No, that's the one that had.
That's too early for the hook.
Yeah, I don't remember.
The intro was so cold.
It was, but it lacked something to me personally.
Okay,
and I think after that album dropped, he didn't keep on that same upward, the upward slope that he had started, because I mean every mixtape that he had was on point and everyone was better than the next.
Right. But
and then when 𝗏𝗏𝗃𝗃 dropped, it's kind of like he planed out and never kept ascending
but
up,
he did
in my
have
personal opinion.
But he did have his he did move towards Brandon Multi more, right? Like independent. We talked about,
and it may have had something to do with him being signed to Def Jam too.
Yeah,
okay.
I don't think Def Jam knew how.
They might not have known how to push him.
Yeah,
and I'm still excited about Crit products.
Come on, man.
Don't get me wrong. Like this is not Crit slander, but I'm feeling like he kind of plateaued at the wrong period rather than keep on ascending. But he still has time.
I feel like my thing with Crit is like I've always been a fan of most of what he does.
Yeah.
And I like him in general. Like I like the music he does. He's got some songs like even on 𝗏𝗏𝗃𝗃𝗃.
It's heat on that album.
There's some like really great, like 𝗏𝗏𝗃𝗃, the song is amazing.
Yes, sir.
But he's got like
the album wasn't cohesive though.
He's got like 3 or 5 really, really good songs on there, but there are a lot of skippable ones on there for me.
I mean, to me, the double CD had double CD. I'm sorry, y'all.
CD?
double
disc.
streaming product.
Streaming
Had
product.
heat, man. It was
The one that just came out,
Facts.
his most recent.
yeah, but the thing is, I think it was too heavy. They could have trimmed it. That's all. But there were great records on that. Like Lone, you were talking about his catalog. I know you said might not necessarily like everything. Like if I had to put a percentage on it with Crit, I'm at 90-95% with his material. Now it is.
I'm still he's still somebody who when he puts stuff out, I'm like, I wonder what he's gonna do this time.
Yes.
And like I feel like he still has I still don't. I mean, I know what I'm gonna get from him, but I don't know what I'm gonna get.
I don't know if you would say that if you heard that new jam.
I've heard it. I liked it.
I like that one.
Yeah, I like the new one.
I don't think that sounds like
It still
got
sounds,
elements of him,
but
though.
it still sounds like Crit to me.
You think so? 100%?
I mean, one, it is him, but two,
It is him, for the record.
I don't know. I, like when I listened to it, I was like, yeah, because to me, like,
I like that mug too, man.
I don't know. The thing about Crit is like he's very specific and he's very intentional about his type of
I'm
sound.
so glad you didn't say Pacific. Bless your heart.
But
Why would he say that?
Because people do. Grown folks say that Pacific.
Pacific,
Yeah.
so he's
Music is
very
near the water.
he's very Atlantic about like the type of sound that he makes.
Okay.
Right? Like he's very. I feel like he's still very Mississippi. Is that where he's from?
Yeah. Meridian.
I feel like that. I don't know. Like I feel like he still embodies like that with everything that he does, like his specific type of sound. So maybe that's potentially kind of holding him back a little bit. Maybe I don't know. I don't think so. But
Nah. Yeah. He's
I don't know. I
one of the most
know.
consistent artists I've ever seen.
I
I
still
don't
like.
really hear
I still
anybody.
like.
I don't hear a lot of people that downplay Crit though.
I don't either.
Like most people, it's almost like you're either a Crit fan or
you're
you
not.
don't, or you're
You
not.
haven't
You know what I'm
discovered
saying? There
his music.
isn't in between.
He's one of the few people I bring up all the time that I want to put someone on to. Hey man, make sure you go listen to or go check
Crit.
this out. He's one of those people. For
I
me.
like Crit.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, so-
I mean, I look forward. I mean, I wouldn't say I'm like jumping out the window, but
Yeah.
when he drops stuff, I'm like, cool. I wonder what he's doing this time.
Yeah,
So,
shout out to Crit, man.
It takes a lot for me to even care. So
Oh, we know.